All right, so over the next week, we're going to talk about genre writing and what it might look like to have one topic that you write over three different genres. So you should be having the page that looks like this in front of you. And up at the top, you're going to see where it says prompt topic, fly on the wall. Over the next few days, we're going to be writing in three different genres over the same topic, fly on the wall. So we're going to start with narrative. Today, you are just going to fill out and plan your narrative writing. You are not actually going to do the writing until tomorrow. I'm going to get you started with some ideas. Now, you cannot use my ideas. I want you to just follow along with me. And when I'm done with the video, you'll take your prompt, the paper form that you have in your packet, and you'll fill it out with your own ideas. You can just use this video as a reference as you're trying to brainstorm. So, for narrative, we're talking about what if you were a fly on the wall? What would happen to you? What would you do? Tell a story as if you were a fly on the wall. Now, you probably remember our personal narrative and our Thanksgiving narrative writing that we've done so far this year. You're just telling a story from your perspective. Make sure that in your writing, you are answering all of the questions up at the top. Now, this page is just to kind of get our work organized. So, who is going to be in your story? Well, if I were telling the story, one character would be myself, and I'm also going to have some friends involved. Now remember, this is just note taking, so you don't necessarily have to write in complete sentences right now, just to get brainstorming. Now, what happened? What did the characters do, or what is happening? These are going to be your events. So we're going to give one statement right here, and then we're going to list maybe just some bullet points or maybe just one sentence about what is going on. So, what is the thing that is happening? Well, in my story, I turned into a fly. And could hear conversations. So now we're going to break that down into events. Now, another way you can think about it is this is really going to be your first paragraph right here. That's going to be paragraph number 1. I'm going to change colors so you can see where paragraphs 2, 3, and 4 are going to come from. We want these to be long pieces of writing. You've now shown us that you can write in multiple paragraphs, and you're going to need to do that tomorrow when you write. Now, for event number 1, the first thing I might have done is I flew to school. You're going to notice I'm not writing incomplete sentences, trying to save time. Overheard my friends talking about a party. That's going to be my first event. When I think about what happened next, I'm going to say, remember, I'm the fly. I went to the party and I saw them having fun without me. Now, the last thing that would have happened in my story, remember, this is just a summary, is I flew home. I got a pep talk from my mom because I was upset. And I turned back into a human. Now, what I've written in orange is going to really end up being paragraphs 2 and 3. Remember that when I change events in a story, that tells me when I need to indent and start a new paragraph. Now, we have some more details that we want to include in our story. For the most part, paragraphs 1, 2, and 3 will be your full story. But here's the deal, we haven't included everything yet. We need to include the location. Where did this take place? Well, at one point we were at home, we were also at school, and then I also flew to the party. When did it take place? Well, it just depends. When did yours? I'm going to say mine happened like on a Friday night. What was the problem in my story? What was going on? Well, the problem was that I wasn't invited to the party. And how did the problem solve? Well, my mom talked to me and I was okay. Now, what you have here is a really rough version of what your writing is going to look like. You need to take some time, fill out your graphic organizer, and plan your writing so that you're ready to go for tomorrow.